This week on the show, we're featuring green apatite. 4 jokes. Telephone on why I buy that. And if you're hearing this, that means you have ears. Culinary entomologists have revealed that the reason it's called pudding is because I be putting it in my mouth. Let's start the show. Gotta get the video going first. So, to be fair, I don't know where the first part of this stone is. A lot of my green apatite was originally cut, like you're seeing the basic grindings of it, 3 years ago. And I've split it apart since then. But it's so hard to get into because it has a thick shell. Once I get it down, then it really brings out the green color. I call it. Well, that 60 grit's kind of... Now, I think that's 100 grit. I wouldn't use a 60 grit on some apatite. Didn't have a lot of my apatite videos labeled, apparently. A lot of them don't really finish out. They finish out to weird stones. Like, neat stones, but... I tend to like the crystals more, the open crystals. And it is crystally. I mean, I can see through it. We're going to show it on the microscope cam. We should actually get to that. I wanted to finish that opal. I really did. I really did. I was so totally decided on it. Had a plan for it. Was going to finish it out. Held it down there in the sun. And I saw the blue flares come back. I found them. I also saw, on the one side, a lot of red flares. So now I'm starting to wonder. It's pretty. The raw stone is pretty, but I don't know, it doesn't really look like anything. It's once I get it down and then I can find patterns in it. Like some of the... Actually, I should show some of the other stones that I am working on and why I haven't finished them for 3 years. Because there's like patterns, but it's like I might have to saw the patterns off to get them to come out. So I'm like, what do I do about that? Alright, let me fire up the microscope and we'll get to that portion of the show. Colette, let's call this the question portion of the show. Do you have any questions about apatite? It's a 5 on the Mohs scale. It is the 5 on the Mohs scale. You know, diamond is 10. Guess what number 5 is? Apatite. Streamlabs is reminding you of your awesomeness. Jacob is reminding... you know, just want to remind you of that. Yes, red and blue shinies in the opal. I think if I carve down on the one side, I can get the red flares to come out in a nice, really big ring cab. But I'm also thinking if I facet it, I might actually have one of the rarest, like, chocolate opal pieces that can be faceted and show red facets. So I'm starting to think maybe I should facet it? Not quite sure. We'll take a look at that. But anyway, we're shaping a little bit of apatite this week, and I want to get to the microscope portion of the show so we can show the opal. Let me get the water, and then we can show the opal with the flares. How many colors does what come in? The apatite? I think mostly 3. Green, blue, and yellow. But it might come in other colors. Hey, cute goth girl gamer. How you doing? Have you been making any music lately? You had to check out her intros to her channel. She does intros and outros, and she even makes her own music on SoundCloud. It's really catchy stuff, too. It's like totally stuff that I could hear in like a Legend of Zelda game. Just very good hangout stuff. I mean, you could even have it that like her music could be in like a how-to video, or it could be like in like what's it, not a documentary, but like a tourism video where they're just kind of showing you views of beautiful places and her music's playing. Who designates it be apatite? Well, the chemical makeup is what describes what the stone is. So from a geological standpoint, apatite is determined by its phosphorus and oxygen and can't remember what else it has. But from a gemological standpoint, apatite is determined by its beauty in the stone. So once you find something that refracts the light the best and brings out the most color, and basically something that looks good in a piece of jewelry and is desirable, then you have yourself a nice piece of apatite. Okay, let's open up the microscope and turn it on. Oh, then I gotta get the software going. Let's do that. Software, hardware, either where, it's aware. Desktop. I think I'm working a few different pieces of apatite. Kind of the plan for apatite. I just kind of go at it with a few different pieces to get started because it's so hard to like pick one piece and say, yep, this is going to be the one. Most of those pieces go for a high price, and most of what I buy is stuff that nobody bid on. Why is it firing up the webcam? Supposed to be doing the microscope cam. Okay. Microscope cam. Opal. Man, I can even see the blue. I don't want to grind that away. Okay, let me move over to the microscopic cam. Under where? Under there. You know, making it happen. Okay. There. The blue. The blue over here on this side. I can see that in the daylight. And if I grind away some more of the brown, that blue will come through, but it's only right there on the edge. So it's like not much. And then this top area here, I think there's red underneath of it. See the red coming through? I can almost see some blues. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of smooth this down. Notice how I have the little pits and pots, and I've kind of smoothed it over, but most of it I still can't see down into very well. Let me put a little water on it, see if we can get some more of the reds to come through. Oh, you're not making any music? Okay. Well, I heard some of your songs and I like them. They're good. Very catchy tunes. Catchy tuna. There. See some of the the red and the blue that comes through? So if I grind that down, I might be able to get those to be a little bit brighter. Oh, I saw some green in there. Basically, this is the opal side. This is the side with all the rock that we ground off, but I haven't ground it much deeper than the rock. So I would expect to see something like that. But hold on, because those flares are neat, and opal has them. But this end of the stone is thin, and it's almost kind of faceted, which means when I hold it at the right angle, I can get that red to come through. Actually, a lot more easily than I can get any of the other flares to come through. Let me see if I can light it from the side. Basically, what I'm kind of getting at with this, I'm going to find a way to show it. Determined. Is that I think I can get the red to show just by faceting it. I don't even need flares. And ordinarily, like if you facet a piece of like brown glass or something like that, it's gonna turn out to be brown. But to get a brown piece of silicon dioxide to facet red, there. See that flare off the backside? That would be if I facet it. So it'd be all like blink, 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 blink across the facets. And so I'm kind of thinking that might be a better route because I'll get a more unique stone. But at the same time, I can't bear to just like carve away all that red flare. So basically our plan of action, since I was going to carve away a lot of this side to facet the stone, we're going to smooth this over. We're going to come back and take another look at it. See if we can get those yellows and greens and reds to come out, and we'll probably wind up cabbing it over as a ring like that. And basically, this is the one side, this is where the blue is. And that's the cab side with all the flares in it. And this is the thin side. There's the... I dropped it. There's the color I would get if I facet it. It would be brown and red. If I can carve this down and smooth it, we might get reds, greens, yellows, and blues. Be a nice ring like that. Or it'll be a nice ring like that. Either way. I just don't want to jump into it, you know. It's not like I have a lot of this dark chocolate opal. Okay. Where's our apatite? I have an appetite for some apatite. Hey, Joni made it. Alright, cheers, Joan. Glad to see ya. I need to have another chess match. Here's the piece of apatite up in the corner. Let's see if I can get it to show more of its greenliness. Nope, probably not. Maybe? Nope. Screwing it up. Firing the camera guy. So anyway, I didn't really know what to do with this. But I wanted to kind of get the pattern going. I wanted to show the pattern of the stone, which is basically what I'm able to do with this apatite. It's hard, so I can polish it, and I can show it if I know how to work my camera. It shows this green a lot better in the daylight. It's a great day wear piece. But I was like, well, where's the pattern at? And like some of the edges and stuff had like chunks of stuff in it, like calcium and all that. And that's what I'm working off in the video. But then when we get it down thin enough, we can get the light to shine through it, and it makes for a piece that would, I think, make a nice, you know, necklace. See, like some of these little bits of, you know, stuff that are in there. I tried to get that out on the other side. You know, for the most part. It's got like a nice even pattern across the top. To the eye, it looks nice and even. It's a good color across it. Which reminds me, I need to switch the video so we can actually watch the actual video. Because this video is toast. Where are we at? I am eating some tuna right now. Which reminds me, I have the, why did I buy that portion of the show? Oh no, I lost the actual gem footage. Fire the footage guy. I swear I need like a crew of like 12 people. Just to keep me restrained. And then I need more people to run the show. Ooh. There we go. See, it's got some problems in the bottom and in the back there. So I decided to make it a half moon, and it's got that one in the top of it in the half moon area. Right next to my thumb right now. That's a thing I had to work down to get out, and the one up here. But it seemed to pan out. And then I liked how it showed light on this thin end, so I made the other end match it. Which is basically what the video explains. It's kind of what I did on the back side. I need to go to the store and get more pictures of things that I bought. That way I can have more why I buy that. Because I don't have a lot of why I buy that's left. I'm like, why did I buy that telephone? I need more inspiration for why I buy that. I don't know, do you guys like the why I buy that portion of the show? Is it catchy? Thanks, Colette. I think next week we'll take another another closer look at this marble that I found in some concrete. Yeah, exciting, right? But it's a really old marble. And it's like, where's the part of it? Yeah, it's got like wear marks in it. I don't know, maybe they're chips. I don't know. We'll look at that one. I was just waiting, but I wanted to show that opal because I want to cut the opal, but I wanted to look at the opal, and I like including you all in the opal as we shape it because it is rare, and I mean that could be a pretty cool piece. Just saying. Got this opal going on. We got 710. So, I mean, it has to be a cool show of 710s here. That's just proof in itself. How's it going? I need the telephone info. Okay, so the telephone, right? Actually, we could probably do that. Yeah, I do the why I buy that while the show's running. Great. Good job, Jake Bud. Let's see. So, why did I buy that track phone? Because I don't use that much data. I don't use a lot of data. I don't use a lot of minutes necessarily, and I don't text a lot. So it's like I've been getting away with like about $89 worth of phone minutes per year. So I mean it's not like it's a problem or anything. It it's saved me a few $1,000s over the years. Okay. And the phones don't cause me any problems either. I haven't had any problems with like speed. I would kind of like a faster phone, but it's usually like after 1 year of use, which makes me wonder if the phone does actually slow down after a year of use. And it's like, I can clean out the cache and all that and reset it, but that's a lot of work. I mean, just to take the time to have to put all my data back in. I try to keep things moving on the fly. And so buying a new phone, it's gone from being exciting to being a hassle. It used to be exciting, right? You buy a new phone, you used to have free games on it. Electronics used to come with free games. Then they started getting advertising, and then they don't come with anything except for scuzzware. And it's pretty much like that across the board. Now, I went with a Samsung phone the last 2 times because it had that button, and I'm a hardware guy. I like to be able to short it out, bring it home. Bring it on home. Yep, I don't want to mess with any nonsense. I want to go back, square one, get my business done. Well, apparently that's gone away. And I wasn't really happy with the Samsung phone the way I can't pull the battery out. I like to reset it if I want to. I like to stop it if I want to. I like the idea of the versatility if I want to. So I decided to look at the non-Samsung phones, and they got a Nokia phone, but that's about $200, and I'm like, I don't really need to spend that kind of money on a phone that looks like it would probably frustrate me. I don't really like the edge touch. I don't want a pop socket on my phone. I don't want that lump in my pocket. I like how easy it slides in and out of my pocket. I don't put a lot of important stuff on my phone because I might lose it. It's supposed to be disposable in that sense. And actually, I haven't had that problem. But then, I look at the bottom ones. I'm not really looking for the simplified flipper, the $20 piece. It really boggles my mind that you can get a contract-free phone, screen, battery, camera, and Wi-Fi capabilities for $30. $29.88? Let me look at that. Because, I mean, that's a lot of electronic power for a very low price. And it even comes with a charger. I mean, they charge what? Phones, because it's a phone charger. But they also charge money for charger. What is it, like $5-10 for a phone charger? So, yeah, you get that too. But I wanted something a little bit sharper. I was thinking that if I pay more, I get something a little faster, and I do. So I looked to the Samsung. I got this Blue View. This one's the 2, and this one's the 3. And then this is the TCL A3. And I looked at reviews online for both of them. And basically the blue seemed more responsive, and it had these phone buttons at the bottom which aren't physical, but they're permanent. You don't have to wait for them to pop up. They're there all the time. So I went with the Blue View 3, and we'll see how it goes. I got the phone. I kind of like it already, but I haven't activated it. So it's probably like recording us right now. Let's see. It's actually bigger than the Samsung. Oh no, they're not going to work. See, it's just a little bit bigger. You know the one drawback to the new phone? It doesn't have the cracks in it. And the cracks give it a grippy texture, which is one of my jokes from my earlier show. Which reminds me, we need to get to the joke portion, because I've told you why I buy that. That's why I buy that. Do you buy telephones? Why do you buy that? I buy it so I can call and text people. And I do actually surf the net a little bit. And I also take pictures with it. And that's why I buy that. Let's see, where's the joke portion? We're going to act like I'm ready this week. Yeah, because we're almost done with this thin gemstone. And we can come back to it shortly after the joke portion of the program. I got 4 of them for you. 4 of them. 5 of them. 5 jokes. Alright, let's see. Upon creating a new barbecue sauce, local chef has said, "Be bold. I've created a new sauce." That's really dumb. I must have made that one when I was sleeping. Alright, let's see. 2 people climbed Mount Everest, and when they got to the top, they said that we're too high for this, and they went back down. Let's see. A local tennis player has said they're too high to play tennis. They have to play 11s. Math joke. Let's see. The reason they call it puddin' is because I be putting it in my mouth. And I've noticed that my dog is a connoisseur. He only sits on Barca-loungers while he listens to the joke portion of the program. And now back to the regularness portion of the program. So I can wish you all well. I want you to have a great week. Oop, there we go. Back to this. And this. There we go. Now we're actually showing the gem again. Next week, I hope I can get the opal finished, because I would like to share that. Oh, I didn't fire up the thinger. There we go. Chatbot coming in right there. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how it goes down. I do videos and watch Jacob Downey on YouTube every Sunday night. 7:10, you are the best. You are all the best. You are all fantastic. It's gonna be a great week this week. We're gonna make the most out of it. We're gonna make great things happen. We're gonna be winners. Even when we have a loss, we're still going to make for winning. I'm going to try and get some rest and make sense. And we're going to have a better show next week and every week. You know, on Sunday evenings when 710's around. And all of you great people. Colette and Cute Goth Girl Gamer and Kiwi Claw DHA. Everybody else who was able to stop by. And you watching and listening right now, being all great. Have a great one.